Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Dear Kid, the Overview, back again with another video. And it's well timely I wore this shirt because we're about to talk about X-Men. I'm not going to talk about season one here. I already have a video planned because I feel like that's long overdue since the series came out. And feeling though, there's a lot of benefits that actually could go into talking about that series now. I already talked about the original series, but talking about season one, I might as well keep it brief and say, yeah, there's a lot of things and a lot of revisionism I have to look through because I feel like, yeah, I used to look at things at a certain light thanks to Charles Xavier and Magneto's relationship, but I thought, you know what? What I got from season one is that Magneto was right, and most of the characters we knew are either separated or at least alive, hopefully, because I feel like, yeah, season one, I'm surprised that even though it was like one of those, oh, return to form series, I said, is Disney really going to do that thing where stuff actually happens and it actually happens for good where it's not going to be written off in a second, it's not going to be all soft coded? But I'm like, oh, so there are moments in here where I'm like, so you're going to let us do that? No take backsies? Okay. And it's been kind of refreshing seeing the Marvel universe that's not MCU light, because I feel like, yeah, if it's connected to the MCU or trying to make it resemble the movies in a way where I'm like, yeah, it's cool for a moment, and then when you keep doing that for other projects, trying to connect everything as one universe, it doesn't actually feel like you're actually expanding the world. It feels like you're just keeping it closed. That's something DC tends to not do now in their animations, where before they would have certain shows actually doing their own thing, then bring them over in a crossover. But then once in a while they'll be like, okay, this is this universe, this is that universe, this is our own style and takes, so we're all going to keep it separated, not actually unified, as everything has to be consistent. That's something I hope Marvel gets to work on in the future for their animation department. But as for X-Men, I can't wait to see what happens in season two, because where we last left off our X-Men, a couple of them are actually disjointed in other verses, either in the future, in the past, or either in dimensions. I'm not even sure if they're in alternate dimensions or timelines. Hopefully, a lot of that gets resolved, and hopefully, they actually have something cooking up this season, because I feel like with some of the things they actually introduced, I'm like, okay, so we have Cable and young Cable. We actually have a couple of X-Men that are returning, but possibly not returning in this case. But hopefully they could actually improve with the story, because I feel like, yeah, X-Men season 97, season 1 actually did good in bringing the show back. And now we're back into a point where I'm like, okay, so this is the return, and now this is continuation, where I can say this is technically season 7 of the original show if you think about it. Intro out of the way, let's get to the trailer.
It's hard to believe what's not waiting for me.
R.I.P.
Someone I lost. Someone special.
I like how they incorporated the other shows.
The X-Men are scattered through time. In the past, from the start of Apocalypse's reign.
And
To the
Sabanor.
future at the height of his rule.
The X-Men. I must strike them at their most vulnerable. The 1990s.
Jeez, could have at least bought me a drink first.
We gotta get the X-Men back. To the 90s.
I like how they keep referring to the 90s, not just the present.
Against the dawn of an age.
Oh, Colossus is back. Nice.
This isn't just about us. It's about everyone.
Oh, that's magic.
From the beginning of time.
Deadpool? Okay, but that's more not the real one. And it looks like, I think I just saw Polaris.
Right here. Right now.
Archangel.
I believe in the X-Men.
And Psylocke, too.
We're back, baby.
And Wolverine doing that pose. So far, everything seems consistent with season one, and I kind of like the way that just because we had the regular team in season one, where I'm like, yeah, there are a couple of mutants I feel like that should be here that just haven't made an appearance yet, or hasn't been a cameo from Morph because of season one. Even though we were dealing with X-Men characters, we didn't get to see a whole lot of other characters that are out there until I know until the later half of the season we went to Genosha and introduced or reintroduced ourselves into old mutants we've seen before. Like it's kind of funny that Nightcrawler was then popped up later, and then they included him in the opening credits where I'm like, yeah, it's kind of nice that they actually kind of did do that. And hopefully they could actually try and do that with some other characters that reintroduced this season. Also, this might be a little bit unrelated to the topic at hand, but it kind of sucks that last year at New York Comic Con, I wasn't able to see this because this was one of the things they actually unveiled. And I think they showed off the intro scene where you saw Apocalypse come back, where it was like previously on X Men, but on the 4x3 aspect television, where I'm like, okay, that's interesting that Apocalypse is back, which I kind of feel like, oh, is it going to be Ensa Manur or is it going to be actual Apocalypse from the present coming back? But it seems like we're going to get both versions in this. I don't know if this season is mostly going to be Apocalypse related because I feel like the way they ended things off in season one, it made me feel like, okay, so moving on from Bastion to something else, I feel like, okay, Bastion, I feel like was a surprise villain they introduced last minute because I feel like, is this going to be just Sentinels or is this like a future coming that hasn't come yet? Since we already saw, and funny enough, I was rewatching season one where I was like, oh, they Jean kind of did see the future. Like Madeline Pryor did see the future where, oh, the whole city of Genosha is going to explode and die. Some characters are going to be gone. And the song that played when Magneto and Rogue were dancing actually was in the vision, but slowed down where I was like, that's Happy Nation. As for voices, I'm not even sure who else might make an appearance in this. I only know one actor, which is funny enough because this is another movie I got to talk about sooner, is Michael Johnson as young Nathan Summers. And I'm like, so Bear is in the MCU. Not really the MCU, but mostly in Marvel working now. So I'm like, hmm, that's kind of interesting to see that somebody I was like, oh, I hate you for this point at this movie. And I'm like, oh, well, he was a good actor. And I'm like, I wonder if he's going to be in anything else later because I'm like, I remember from Teen Wolf. And when I heard he was Nathan Summers, I was like, that's a choice. But it's kind of it's just funny seeing as though all these actors from this one project then suddenly blew up and there's like, oh, we're technically in this other thing you don't know coming down the line where I'm like, hopefully that happens with Nikki sooner. I know she was in Superman and Lois, but it's one of those, yeah, a lot of this cast is blown up. Hopefully the season ends up being good because I feel like the way we see the return of X-Men for these two seasons, I want to actually point this out too because I feel like it's something I'm not even sure will happen, but like a change in direction after season two because I feel like, yeah, the creator and the showrunner Boy DeMaio was in some stuff last year. Where I think no, not last year. I keep thinking of it before. Like around the time when season one was coming out, there was a little bit of controversy behind the scenes where I was like, so he got fired, but they're basically using his storyboard and ideas for season one and two, which were already done. And sooner or later, I could just say season three forward is going to be basically Marvel doing their own thing with X Men again, where I'm like, I'm not sure if that's going to be good. But then again, I feel like, are there any other Marvel animations that they haven't done perfect? I feel like most of them are MCU adjacent, but if they're going to be doing their own little thing as in another version of these characters in their own little universe and pocket universe. I feel like it'd be better if you have other creators who actually know the characters instead of just Marvel in one control up here and having the other side of the universe like, you know what? Let's merge them, but then again, I don't want them to do that. I used to miss when Marvel did standalone universes, and the fact that even though animation has its own way of saying, yeah, we have all the toys here, and you can use whoever you want and pick and choose what story you want to pull. I feel like, yeah, that's more fun than rather than just keep it connected to one little pocket and actually have to deal with other things where I'm like, yeah, I'd rather just have a universe where I don't need to worry about anything like Thanos. I don't have to worry anything about Thunderbolts. I don't have to worry about any Fantastic Four that are from this universe where I'm like, what happened to when everything was conjoined into one where I was like, everybody exists. These are little sections and factors where I'm like, yeah, this is our turf. The Fantastic Four have the other side. Spider Man's over in Queens, and everybody else is doing their own thing rather than just stick to, yeah, this is canon, and you have to follow by that canon. That's just a little nitpick of mine, but it's something I feel like, yeah, unlike DC, at least DC explores their animation side. Other than that, trailer looks great, and hopefully we get to actually have a good season. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. All my social medias down in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.